Last week I tested a 47-inch vertical, and here are some of the exercises I did to get it. To start off, when we're doing power cleans, I do 3x3 around 80% of my max. This is by far one of the best exercises for specifically jumping. Also make sure you don't push the weight until you get the technique right. This is one of those you have to master before pushing the weight. Next, of course, we got deep back squat. This is really good for getting your relative strength up. Although it's not a one-to-one correlation with your vertical, it's definitely proven that as long as your weights are going up, then your vertical is a lot more likely to go up as well. What I mean by that is that there's some bodybuilders who can squat like 700, but probably have a 24-inch vertical. So it's definitely got to be specific to jumping, and you can do that with plyometrics and these other exercises. If deep back squat is hurting your lower back a lot, I like to mix in this front squat. It's really good for jumping since it's a front load. But it's also a good alternate that you can switch between with your deep back squat, so you're getting two different ranges of motion. For back and front squat, I do it about 4 sets of 3 to 5 reps. All right, now getting into the fun stuff. This is half squat. Really love doing this because you can overload it. I do it about 105% of my normal back squat max, and I do 3 sets of 3 reps. The reason we're doing this is because whenever you go for your vertical jump, you're actually not going to go to that fully parallel that you would on a back squat. So this is more specific and more closer to your actual jumping technique. All right, time for the isometrics. I only added these a couple months ago, and honestly, I've seen such a big improvement just from that time. All right, so basically what I'm doing here is putting the bar under the safety racks and pushing up with about 85% effort. I do these for each leg, and then I switch to a squatting position. This is really strengthening those tendons so they're more rubber banding. Here's another great variation I saw from Darius Clark. I don't like doing the same exercise over and over again, so this is definitely a good one to add to your arsenal as well. Second to last exercise, we've got hamstring eccentric. I started doing these after I tore my hamstrings to recover my legs, and been doing them since. So what you want to do is go up with 2 legs and then go down slowly with 1 for about 3 seconds. And then finally, we got leg extensions, going up with 2 and down with 1. What I like to do is move the bench back so you have that big stretch.